Shoot. Look at you. Look at you. Who are you?
Stop it. Stop it.
What is good, party people? It's the Killing Tyme Boyz, and we are back at it once again. I am Corey. We got Ronaldo, and we got a special guest in our house. Our boy Mitch Lozada in the house. Me and Ronaldo are riding solo today. We'll check in with Broderick in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But Mitch, I know it's your first time here. We do something first, man.
All right.
Shots up, baby. Let's go. I know you don't have you gonna take a swig of your wine. Let's go, baby.
You asked me what I'm sipping on.
I poured your whole shot. You gonna be disrespectful not taking, huh?
What am I drinking? Yeah.
That's what I brought this for.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll drink the shot.
All right, man. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Awesome, man. Damn, that's kind of good.
I told
Where'd you
you.
get that from?
Under my shelf somewhere.
It was hiding back there?
Yeah, it was hiding there. It's a brown sugar bourbon from Heritage Distilling Company.
It kind of tastes almost like
Apple pie?
apple pie.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's just good.
Yeah, man, yeah. So, Mitch, give me a mini intro into who you are.
Yeah, for sure. What's up? My name is Mitch Lozada. I'm a YouTuber, commentator, content creator.
Okay.
I cover current events, reviews, pop culture, social political commentary. I'm also on a PHLV radio, open forum show, panelist. It's a Filipino American type of open show. We do what we here do right now, like talk open topics type of thing. And then all of us also in the Air Force.
Okay.
So 10 years Air Force,
All right.
halfway there.
Halfway,
so,
baby. Get that retirement check.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, look.
Treating Corey good.
Yes, sir. Okay.
That's how
That's how
I
we
know.
met.
That's how I know Corey,
Yep.
and that's how I know Broderick.
Yep.
We were actually in Masawa together
At the same time.
but we didn't know each other. But we had mutual friends.
Exactly.
We found this out when I got here in Vegas, right? And but we were actually in Japan at the same time.
Yeah.
So
you went to the Hill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just Security Hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Security Hill. Anyway, okay, real quick. How was y'all weekend? Did you do anything crazy this weekend in Vegas?
I hung out with friends, played some board games.
Okay.
Played some bingo, lost my money.
Where'd you play bingo?
Actually, near here, I was playing at Jerry's Nuggets.
That's probably why you lost.
That's why you lost.
Well,
No, I got my money,
Okay.
and then I decided to be dumb and just spend it on the rest on slots.
Oh, shit, okay.
All right.
Jerry's Nugget boy.
Well,
Shit.
I feel like you probably could win at Jerry's Nugget. Like
Yeah.
when we go to like Aliante. and shit
Exactly,
Like that.
or
But you
Santa Fe.
you got to go to
Right.
not the hood, but basically where all the old people are.
All the old people at Jerry's Nugget.
Yeah.
I heard they had a great prime rib though.
It does. Yeah, they do.
Reggie told me because Reggie took me there for my birthday,
They're smacking.
and they have a great prime rib. I heard.
It's smacking over there.
What about you, bro?
Nothing too interesting. Girlfriend went and got a new car, and that was pretty much the whole weekend.
That was funny seeing y'all there.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. But shit, what day was that? That was Saturday.
Okay.
And then Sunday, no, we didn't do anything. We just chilled around the house. We were supposed to meet up with y'all for brunch, but just running errands and doing shit like that
man.
kind of got away from us. But
Right.
other than that, man, no, it was a cool weekend.
It was chill for me. Well, Saturday there was a level up. The level up convention was in town.
Yeah.
So I took the kids.
Resorts World, right?
No, at the convention center.
Okay.
Convention center. I took my daughter, her boyfriend, and Judah. Well, they all went. I dropped them off, and y'all, bye. Y'all teenagers, y'all figure it out.
Right. Well, not really, but
yes, yeah. She's 18. The reins gotta be let go. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Then I took them down to Yard House for dinner afterwards. Okay.
Sure, that was a pretty penny.
Don't ever tell the kids they can get whatever they want.
Yeah, not at Yard House.
Not at Yard House.
Yeah,
don't tell them they can get whatever they
Applebee's,
want.
maybe,
Okay.
McDonald's.
The boyfriend ordered the appetizer. Danae ordered the appetizer. Judah ordered the appetizer. Fine, no problem. Okay.
All right.
They also ordered.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Judah ordered a full pizza. They all ordered full meals, and no one ate
Oh, of course.
their full meal. They all took it home.
course,
I'm
of
just
course.
looking at y'all like, you bastards.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As I munched down on my big ass burger and beer. We also did car stuff on Saturday. I sold my truck. Bought the wife's car.
It's sad.
Why? It's not sad.
Yeah.
I took my mileage in half buying her car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
how many
saying?
miles did your car have on?
The truck had 92.
Okay.
Her car had 40. You know what I'm saying? So it's a no brainer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Did that Sunday. Went to church actually. Second week in a row, I went to church.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he didn't strike me down yet.
Yeah. Starting the year off on a good foot. I mean, it's baby step.
Yeah, it
Baby
was a
step.
decent church. You know what I'm saying? On the side of town.
Right.
And then brunch
Where'd y'all go?
to the farm in the
To the farm?
Alcate. Just because the kids didn't want to eat. The kids was like, we just want to go back home.
Yeah.
They got done with church. It was like, just take us back home.
I
man.
actually never ate there. How's the food there?
It's not bad. The biscuits and gravy are actually pretty good. And they got some bomb mimosas. Not like the mimosas from Freedom Beat. So Freedom Beat on Sundays, downtown Grand.
Okay. I think I saw a post you did. There.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
That was last
The
week.
mimosas are all champagne.
Yeah, that
With a splash of orange juice.
The only time I ate at Aliante is when I get like the free like ticket stuff. Like
Yeah,
when you
the
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't go. I'm at the buffet, and the buffet's still closed. And they said they're not opening it up anytime soon.
Yeah, just go to Salt and Lime. Get some.
I hate Salt and Lime.
I love Salt and
I
Lime.
fuc't hate that place. Upgrade your taste buds.
Upgrade your taste buds.
All right, man. Let's get Broderick a call real quick. Let's start this off.
You want to use your phone or mine?
Yeah, I'm already calling. Here, put it there. It should come right through the headphones, right? There we go.
What's up, big dog?
Mr. Oliver.
B Diddy, what's going on?
Yo.
Hey. You are live with the Killing Tyme podcast and our special guest,
live?
Mitch.
What's up, man?
What's
Mitch.
happening?
What's up?
Money making Mitch from Masawa. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Movie review with Mitch from Masawa. What's up, man?
Yeah. What's up?
How you been, bro?
Good.
Explain y'all how y'all know each other, man. Explain this real quick, Broderick.
Yeah.
Man, what? You want to go?
Yeah. Sure. You can go.
Well, y'all know how I was stationed in Masawa, left, and then came back. You know, because Nisha was still there.
The
and whatnot.
mayor of Masawa.
Yeah, you know I'm the mayor of Masawa, but I actually got a job doing construction on the Intel building up there, right?
Yeah.
And long and behold, one Mitch Lozada works up there, man, and he had to escort me throughout the building while I did construction throughout there, man. And that's how I met. That's how I met Mitch. He was actually watching me do construction on a building that I had no idea what I was doing.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where they were doing HVAC construction
Yeah.
every day.
Okay.
And so, like, we got to escort. Like, half my time in, like,
Right, escorting. Yeah,
Japan
yeah.
was, like,
Right.
escorting, right? And so there was that. And, you know, me and Roger, we would see each other at the E-Club doing our thing.
E-Club, baby.
Drinking Tohoku tea.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Hey.
Those are dangerous.
Every Friday it goes down.
Yeah.
Okay. Mitch, how did you start your movie YouTube stuff?
Yeah. I always had a channel, an account, really.
Yeah.
I started doing stuff in Japan, but as soon as I PCS, it fell through, right?
Okay.
And so in 2019, I decided to, like, hey, you know what? I'll fully commit. I'll be consistent. I'll do this thing, right? So 2019 is really when I started doing my YouTube stuff. Even before then, I was doing things on Instagram, just doing, like, movie reviews
Yeah.
and everything. And so... And prior to that, like, I actually have, like, an inclination towards YouTube because I did editing during, like, college and I had a background in graphic design. So a lot of this kind of, like, felt easy for me. So when it talked to, like, movie reviews, and it kind of just branched out to other things, like current events,
Right.
pop culture, even social commentary and everything. To me, it's, like, all the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to, especially when I like talking about movies and storytelling, that's how we navigate our lives through stories, right? And, you know, when we had in times of old mythology, you know, and to me, comic books of today is our own mythology, and
Right.
I like bringing that to our today. And, like, there's some messages about, like, even Spider-Man, you know, like, with great responsibility there must also come with great power, there must also come great responsibility, right? And so, like, you have these topics that I like to expand upon, you know? Not just like, oh, like, cool, nerd out, right? Which I love doing, too. But I think there's a greater storytelling aspect.
There's something deeper in the story. I actually like that. I like that. That's how I look at things, too. Like there's always a lesson to be learned.
And,
even the small things, you know? There's a lesson to be learned.
So translate that from movies, just talking about like regular movies, right? To actually, how does that affect us?
Because it could be, like you said, it could be life lessons in these movies. You know what I'm saying? That you can take. Roger, you got something? Anything?
No. I actually remember Mitch talking about starting up his YouTube page with me while he was escorting me while I was working MSL. I don't know if you remember that, Mitch, but we talked about it a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Totally forgot. No, but I know we probably went into it, but definitely it has evolved from there. And so what's cool now is that I actually became monetized within the last 6 months, right? And so
give him, you know what I'm saying? What you got? You got a clap for that or something?
There it is.
Bum, 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 bum. Let's go.
Right.
So with that, I mean, it just feels kind of validating, right? Like these past couple of years wasn't gone to waste. Like,
Right.
I'm making 30 cents a day. It ain't nothing. Like,
but you see the fruits of your labor, though.
Yes.
You see what you finally okay. I'm seeing what I'm putting into this.
Yes.
From getting 5 views a video to,
Yes.
you know, I see you up to 2K subscribers now, over
Yes.
2K subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
2K.
How long have you been doing it?
So committed since 2019. So I pretty much almost on the 3rd year mark, I became monetized.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome.
So heavy grind, right?
Yeah.
And so I talked to other YouTubers as far as all this game, and it's obviously one aspect is being consistent,
Yep.
right? And a lot of people can't.
No,
Like,
it's funny you say that, man, because I got home. You over there clapping cheeks, Roger?
What you doing, man?
You doing it. Right. But Rod, you good to go? You want us to call you later?
Yeah, I'm good to go, bro.
All right, man. We'll holler at you. Good talking to you, bro.
Love y'all boys.
Love you too, man. So it's funny, man, because we see people who start their podcasts, who start their stuff, and they're not consistent.
Yeah.
They don't stay with it.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I pat ourselves on the back. You know, this is what episode 78 for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a huge testament to just your commitment, and especially for you going 3 years without seeing monetization.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, boom, you just gotta keep going, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Always keep going. Like that's a life lesson there right there to keep going. No matter what, no matter who's watching, who's listening, keep going because it's gonna get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How has this interfered, or has it interfered with your Air Force career?
So funny, yeah. So it has in a way. You know, like leadership they know that I do this, right? And I do lean towards the political side, right?
Yes.
But I kind of need to tell them like, hey, and they're which is good. You know, I'm glad they know about it, and then they're cool. I'm glad they have the backing, like, hey, do your thing. Just make sure you're kosher about it, right? And so as long as I'm not saying anything in uniform, saying anything that is
disparaging,
disparaging, or the on behalf of the DOD or U.S. Air Force, you know, I think I'm in my line, you know.
Okay.
And there's been like military geared YouTubers right there, right? And so I'm not the first, so I think there has been a level, because I know one guy, Kyle Gott, a lot of his videos was like tutorials, like how to survive basic training and all that stuff, right? And so he kind of like laid the way. He was actually stationed at Nellis. He got out already. So he kind of like laid the way as far as YouTubers in the military, right? And so even though my content is not geared toward the military anymore, really, but at least it's an avenue for quote unquote active duty reservists, whatever you want to call it, to be in YouTube, you know, doing their thing.
All right. What has been your biggest challenge with navigating both worlds?
Not necessarily challenges, but you know, just it just takes a lot of time, right? Like being a YouTuber in itself is, especially when you're by yourself, you know, like you're doing a podcast right now, you're doing everything. You're doing marketing, you're editing, you're doing content creation. Like, like you're there with me, right? And so that's, if I wouldn't say necessarily a conflict of interest, it's just this is a full-time job.
Well, I find myself at work sometimes, like I'm doing topics at work.
Yeah.
I'm looking up topics at work. That's why I told you I had to wait to send it, because I have my topics on my work computer.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram at work. You know, I got Instagram up on my desktop to start make sure I'm talking to people, make sure I'm reacting to, you know, talking and everything like that. Like I said, it's a full-time job, and it not conflict of interest, but You know, I do
So
take.
there's a level to it. Like how
Yes.
much time you devote here and how much time you over here. Yeah. I get it.
Go ahead.
But on the same note, like just as much as you have a hobby or
Yes.
whatever, you know, you can, or even on like a private org or whatever. Like if you're involved in another organization, it's just the same thing. It's just this is towards like a side. Well, for me, a side hustle, but
Yeah.
But for someone else, it could just be a hobby that could just very well be the same thing. You know, your or school. Like,
Right.
You know, a lot of people do
Do their homework and it's the same shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What was you said your first YouTube check was 30 cents.
Oh,
What-
on average,
on
that's what I'm
average.
making right now.
Okay. What did it take to get there? Like what's YouTube's
Yeah.
levels to say, okay, now you're monetized?
So it's you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
That's hard.
So yeah, obviously the subscribers are hard because you know one aspect, and it sucks to suck, but people don't like to subscribe when you only have like 200 subscribers,
Yeah.
right? It's just like you have to kind of like somehow build your way
Right.
up there, and you know I wouldn't say I did bots, but like I would kind of like, hey, I'll give you $5 to subscribe,
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
to like random people, like,
Right.
just so like I can just build those numbers.
I'm not mad at that.
It's kind of weird though. It's kind of like one of those things like when you're applying for a job and they're like, you know, you need experience. Well, I'm applying so I can get the experience. You know what I mean? But that's like what you're saying. People don't want to subscribe because you only have this amount of subscribers.
Right.
Well, subscribe so I can get more subscribers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
And as far as the watch hours go, you know, if you do like a 10-minute video and you probably have maybe 100 views on it, you might get like 1, 2, 3 hours. So
Right.
over time, you're building you're building those hours. So that's not as hard, but still it's still a grind. But
Yeah, it is.
and they keep track of those numbers basically. So once you get past that plateau, I guess they're like, okay, now we're going to send you a check. Basically.
yeah. So if you look at
Your
like,
analytics.
your analytics, and then there's even a option for monetization. They give you a notification and everything. It's kind of like a video game, really. Like you level up, and then you have these new attributes and abilities, and so it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Because you like they give you a whole new different tab to see what
Yeah.
your revenue is
Right.
and all this stuff, and so it's pretty cool.
Okay.
So
So I've seen videos of you being on the street.
yeah.
What did that start? How did that start? You going on the street? Because before I just saw videos you in front of your camera and going in. So why did you start going on the street?
So I think I have done other things in the street before, just with my DSLR and all that
Okay.
stuff, and so it's cool. But now, actually, I brought my equipment to see if you want to check it out. But so I have a DJI camera. So it allows me. It has like facial tracking. It's super
okay.
light. It's in my handheld.
Yeah.
If I'm going by myself, it's really easy, right? And it
That's
comes
a
with
camera.
like
That's a camera.
yeah. So this company also does like drones. So
Yeah, DJI. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
so
yeah.
this is their it's their DJI Pocket 2. It comes with like its own mic, so I don't have to sync anything up. It just does it already.
Where's the camera? Is it covered?
Oh, this is the case.
Oh, that's the case. Okay, I'm like,
So if-
I'm confused. Like, wait a minute.
Kind of firm inside.
Yeah.
It goes there.
Oh.
So it has I brought like an attachment in which it like an
Yeah.
extension rod, and it syncs to your phone and everything. And so really I can really do everything a lot by myself,
I
right?
need this.
That's nice. It comes on a little gimbal and everything.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so facial tracking, and then obviously, like you said, it has a gimbal, so it works a lot. I already tested out in one video.
The mic's good too and everything on it?
Yeah. So
Jesus.
That's pretty cool.
yeah, altogether it's like a $700 investment, but like
We
I
might
think
be
it's worth
investing
it.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
For the cruise. No doubt, man. Because we're going on vacation on Friday.
Right.
All three of us. So we're thinking about recording. We don't know yet, but this is a great alternate, especially when we start.
Well,
doing
I had already told you my ideas for recording, but that would change. That basically gets rid of all of the other things that I was thinking about.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Like it's all. If it's literally everything's all right there.
Yeah.
So everything that I was thinking about,
Text right there.
it's all right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So going to your question, me doing on the street interviews, I feel like is the next avenue as far as building my
Yeah, your brand.
channel and my brand, right? You're networking with people, you're talking, and you are actively talking on your feet,
Right.
really, right? You know, so I think it's along with podcasting, it's another avenue to develop my channel. So
Okay.
it's just another level.
All right.
I actually really like those conversations too. Whenever I see like people talking to people on the street, because they're just very organic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just walk up to somebody like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And they're like,
Right.
I don't know. Or they may have an in-depth answer. Or they
Yeah.
just be like something off the wall. Like those,
Yeah.
I love those type of That's why it was something that we were thinking about
Yeah.
doing too.
I will say it is one of the hardest form. I'm learning really quick. It's one of the hardest forms of content creation.
Really?
Because you are walking in the street and people don't want to.
Of course not. Yeah, of course they're not gonna.
And you're kind of gauging how to word things. So as soon as I say like, "Hey, I'm a YouTuber," and then I'm like dressed nice and everything, people think like I'm going to try to do like a viral, trendy
Right.
video,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a TikTok.
Or are you trying to
Like,
hustle them or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you have a YouTube? Like, oh, that's good for you." Like,
Yeah.
and so like other people are nice, right?
Right.
And but other people like they just brush me off as if I'm like some young dude.
Okay.
who just
It's like 50-50 sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, it's a real gamble who you're interacting with. So it's again one of the hardest forms of content, I think,
Right.
is because you don't know what you're getting.
Right.
Like you can. I spent like a whole day that one video talking about Joe Rogan. I
Yeah.
spent like whole day just to get one interview.
Jesus.
Like everyone else didn't want to talk, which I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're here to shop and
Yeah,
do whatever.
yeah.
Like you're not here to like have a conversation.
Right.
But like other people like cool talk. But like it's just really hard.
Yeah.
So I'm learning that real quick.
Okay. All right. I had. Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Let's go back to the Air Force real quick.
Yeah.
10 years in, and you were what rank?
Staff Sergeant E5.
Staff Sergeant E5. What's the goal for you?
Well, I do want to finish the 10 years, 10 more years, right?
Okay.
I think, especially in the state of the world, I like this
Right.
stability that
Yeah.
I have in my job. Like, I'm one of the blessed people, like, during 2020 that
Yeah.
I did not have to worry about a paycheck. So 10 more years, I think I can survive. I'm really, if I can stay here in Vegas for the rest of the time.
Oh,
and
really?
just-
You gonna jump from base to base here?
if I can.
Okay. Well, Cali's home for you, so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
close to
yeah.
home. Okay. I
So,
get that.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, LA is hometown, and I travel back every other month type
Okay.
thing, and so family is priority to me.
Right.
So staying in Las Vegas, if I can, would be the best thing for me.
Okay. Understood.
After, I don't know. Let's
All
see.
right.
Let's see if this YouTube thing takes off.
Shit, it's sky's the limit then. Where you been stationed?
Just Massawa and Creech. So
That's it.
yeah.
What? So hold on. Because I was in Massawa 2015. I'm sorry, 2013 to 2015.
Yeah.
So you got there what? 2014?
I got in Japan in 2012,
Okay.
and then came to Vegas in 2014. But
Oh,
I've
so
been
you was at Creech before, after 2014, or Nellis?
no. So Japan was my first base.
Yep.
And then I came here.
Okay, so you've been at Creech since 2014.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I've been at, this is my fourth unit at there. So I've been bouncing unit to unit for like every 2 years. So,
So you've been making that drive
really-
for what, 8 years? You've been making that drive for 8 years?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, like I listen to
There's nothing wrong
I
with
listen to
fucking
podcasts. It's a nice drive.
Just a 45-minute drive. I know.
Well, I live like Centennial Hills, so it's
Okay,
it's,
so
it's
30,
really
35 for
yeah.
you. Okay. I hated that. I'm so glad. I live 15 minutes from the job now. You know how much I love that? I can go across 215, I'm at work. I love it.
Yeah.
Like, I leave the house at 7:45, I'm at work by 8.
Yeah.
I love it. No
Yeah.
traffic. It's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Anything else? You got something?
My only question is it hard doing, well, I think you kind of, I know you're doing it on your own. You probably already covered it already, but have you thought about adding somebody to help, do stuff?
So one of my friends from tech school, she lives here now, and we were trying to do a channel together. She is going through her life as far as like work and everything and
Yeah.
navigating. So we've been having a hard time to come together for our joint channel. But if I could, I would love to do a setup once I have like more subscribers to do kind of like we're doing right now, having like a podcast type of thing,
Yeah.
like live streams and all that stuff. I think that's where the goal kind of is
Okay.
as far as end game type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I do got something. The open forum, how'd that come about?
So open forum, I was invited to be interviewer guest on it. So if for those who don't know, open forum PHLV radio, it's a Filipino geared audience type of thing. And so the host of it for the show that I'm on is Josie Harrison, who is, if you're familiar with Jokoi,
Yes.
it's Jokoi's mom.
Oh, wow.
So
Shit.
So she lives here locally.
Okay.
So did Joe Coy, really.
Yeah.
But he lives out in LA too, and he kind of travels back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was interviewed for one time just to like, hey, have this guy talk about like his channel and all this stuff. So I was interviewed, and she really liked who I was, and she asked me to go on board and be one of her panelists.
Okay.
So I was like, obviously it's not paid. She said like, but like.
Yeah.
Exposure,
But the exposure is great.
and the skills just to talk and everything. Like, hey, like,
Because people, this shit ain't easy.
oh no,
Getting up and talking every damn week. How often do you do a
show.
show view?
So PHLV does theirs every Monday 6 p.m. So I was
Okay.
actually there.
Coming here. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But we do all our things over Zoom, so it's
Okay.
rather easy.
Yeah.
And so like I cut out of there early, and so to come over here.
Right.
So, and you know, it was just one of those things which I like. I like talking about these open topics and everything. So yeah,
And how often do you do your show?
I do my videos. I try to push out every 4 days. I think
Okay.
that was kind of like my sweet spot.
Yeah.
I actually done a challenge where I posted every day.
Shit.
That's a
For
lot.
month?
Yeah, for a month.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. I learned a lot. I learned that I can streamline my content. I just need 3 hours. 3 hours to film, 3 hours to edit, 3 hours to upload. Oh, sorry. 3
One each,
hours,
yeah.
1 hour each, right?
Okay.
And so I was able to streamline, and that definitely helped me figure out how to develop my craft,
Yeah.
right? But just with work and everything, life, you know,
Yeah.
I think giving my 4-day window was good. Like, so 1 day to film, 1 day to edit, 1 day to upload.
Okay.
So
I like it.
What about live episodes?
I haven't done live. I haven't tested out. I don't think I have enough following. I have 2,000, but you know they come in and out
Right.
and everything, and so I feel like I don't have enough live viewers. I don't want the 2 people in live.
Right.
Let's have a live stream with 2
Where's
people helping
everybody?
you.
Yeah, where's everybody?
So it just doesn't feel too something good right now. You know, maybe 3,000. Let's see if I have like constant
Okay.
people coming back.
Because you got a couple hundred on the live watching. That's good. You know what I mean? My last question, then we can get into our surprise question for you. What's the worst comment you ever got?
Worst comment.
Because the internet's
It's got to be
savage.
some derogatory. I mean, I'm sure it is. I mean, that's what it is. It has to be. 100%.
It's weird because I do politics, right? And so some of it can come to like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about and all this stuff. And you're like, oh, you know nothing. So I can't, nothing. I guess I can't think of anything off the top of my head because I don't think about those comments.
Got you.
Right? I think
right.
it's healthy not to think about those
you
comments.
can't. You can't.
Of course.
Like, and I think that's one aspect why people don't go into these like live, like YouTube, podcast, whatever. Is it's the criticism, right?
Yeah.
Like, because you put your life out there sometimes,
Yes.
right? And you
Yes.
put your thoughts out there, and you know, and people will criticize it, and people like might be high and tight, like, oh, I don't know, you know, but I really don't really try to think about those negative comments,
Yeah.
and more or less, a lot of it is just trolls, right?
Yeah.
Like saying like, oh, you have a stupid take on this or whatever, or you're dumb or whatever. But I don't think nothing was heartfelt. Was
Gotcha.
like,
Yeah.
oh, I should.
You didn't take it personally.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't. We had a kind of the Joe Rogan stuff. That video we posted for that. It kind of took a life of its own on Instagram. With the views and the comments, you know, where you know we got, I ain't gonna call it backlash. Would you call it backlash? What would you call it?
Kind of just like he was saying, like you're gonna get people
Trolls,
that have their opinion and think that you don't know what you're talking about when
Yeah,
you know,
your opinion is
that's
your
not-
opinion.
yeah,
yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
make it
Case
right.
at all,
Doesn't
yeah.
make it right or wrong. It's not for you to agree with, disagree with. But
Yeah.
your opinion is your opinion, and
Yeah.
guess what? Respect it. You might not like it, but
Right.
I'm gonna respect your opinion. Respect my
Right.
opinion. Call it a
and
damn
we're all
day.
not gonna agree on the exact same thing all the time
Exactly.
anyway.
Yeah,
So it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
And I think there's a level of self-reflection in it, right? Like, did I have a bad take? You
Yeah.
know, and so,
Sometimes,
like,
yes.
sometimes you might like go back on it, and sometimes like, no, I was damn
Yeah,
right.
I meant what I said. I meant what I said.
Yeah, what I said. The fuck I
said.
said.
I meant what I
Well,
said.
that's us.
Yeah.
From the time we push record to the time we push stop recording. If we said it,
Yeah.
we said it.
Yeah.
We don't edit out anything in our podcast. If we said it,
Nothing.
we said it, and we ain't going back
Yeah.
and clearing that shit up. We said it. We said it. Love it. Like it. Get the fuck
We
out
can
of
have
here.
a discussion about it. You can say, whatever you want. You can come on and talk about it.
Yeah,
Debate,
you wanna talk
debate
about
it with us.
Yes, you know what I'm saying, and that is what it is.
Right.
Anything else?
Just YouTube, or do you do uploads like on Instagram, Facebook, anything like that? Or you just post specifically to YouTube?
Specifically to YouTube, if anything, my Instagram is there. Just like if I do like a movie review, and that's my Instagram is more like a personal thing. And if I just want to just post like a quick movie review,
Right.
that's where I use it. It's really hard for me to multi-platform my stuff.
It's hard.
Maybe there is a better way, but I haven't figured out other than manually like upload here, and so
Yeah.
So we'll talk.
okay.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll definitely talk.
Favorite movie genre?
So I'm really into a lot of dystopian movies. One of my favorite movies is like the Hunger Games series, Catching Fire.
Yeah.
I just
Like Book of Eli, stuff like that.
I actually haven't seen that movie. I should.
What?
But yeah,
Bro, it'll blow your mind.
Yeah.
Great movie.
yeah.
I just watched it today.
Again?
I watched it. I
thought
just
you
had
said
it on
again,
the
right?
back. Yeah, I had it on the
Okay,
background
okay.
at work.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
not
about to
the
say.
first time. Yeah.
About to chop you. Denzel
No,
will be
yeah,
disappointed
definitely.
in you.
Yeah, definitely.
And then other than dystopian movies, big nerd. So Star Wars, comic book, and
Yeah.
Marvel, DC,
Right.
all that stuff. So all the things I can nerd out on.
Do you remember your first movie review? Your first video?
I do not. I would have to go back and
Oh,
figure
wow.
out
Okay.
what I was talking about.
Do you remember what your first video was like in doing it? Do you remember that?
Not really.
Good or bad? Like,
know,
was it hard? Like, well, of course it was hard.
On my when I tried to attempt it the first time, I think one of my first videos it's a sci-fi channel called Helix. It's kind of like zombies type of thing. I just remember it was so cringe when I
You went back and watched it?
I was like, please like and share, subscribe.
know.
Like it's
Yeah.
weird saying those words for the
Yes.
first time.
Yeah.
And then obviously when you do this a lot, now it gets a flow, right?
Yeah.
And everything. But like when you first start out, you're like stumbling on your
Bro, we
words.
know.
And you just feel awkward saying like, hey, viewer that's not there.
Right,
like,
right.
like, share, and subscribe,
Yeah.
So
And then your biggest video that you've done, like most views, most likes.
yeah. That's rather easy. That I just did a compilation of "Let's Go Brandon" TikTok. That's the video that got me monetized. Really,
Okay.
like because it's 100K views. How many watch hours? That one
Yeah.
video got me monetized.
It
Really.
was pretty funny.
So that. Other than
funny.
the 30 cents a day, that got me like $100.
Yeah,
so
nice, man, nice.
That was that. So
That's hilarious. Let's go, Brandon.
Right.
Anything else?
What, I guess, movies or something that you have coming up that you can't wait to do that you're interested in doing? Like,
well, Batman is coming out this weekend,
I'm
so
going to see it
I'm
Wednesday.
probably gonna end up Wednesday. I'm gonna see it Thursday.
Yeah.
that's what he said Wednesday too.
I got Wednesday tickets, 40X.
You might want to look at that.
Red Rock. I'm positive.
You might want to look. It might be like Batman Begins or some shit like
be
that.
so mad
Because you did that shit last time.
I did this
You
shit
did that
before.
with Fast and the Furious.
Because opening
did.
day should be Friday, but they do it for
Like
Thursday.
Thursday nights. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Batman fan first premieres Wednesday, March 2nd.
All right. Okay.
Okay, maybe it's a first premiere, so that's a
Yeah.
different event. I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
All right.
40X. Me, the boy, and the wife are going. Before we go on the, I had to take them before we go on the
I'm
cruise.
gonna laugh my ass off if you like, man.
I'll be so pissed. I'll be so
they
mad.
showed the original Michael Keaton Batman. I would fucking die.
It's just
laughing.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the making
the
of the
making
Batman.
of the Batman.
You know, I've done
I
this
would
before.
fucking die.
I was so pissed off when that shit happened.
He did it with Fast 9. He thought he was getting like early premiere tickets, and it was the one. It was Fast 8.
Yeah.
I got the theater, so I'm sitting there like the first 5 minutes.
He's like,
I'm
I've seen this already.
I've seen this, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe they're doing a flashback.
a whole movie.
So look, as it keeps going, I'm like, wait, this ain't no flashback. The fucking,
I'm like, how did you not know that? Like,
I
how
didn't pay attention.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
me, I'm slow as hell.
Yeah.
You know I'm slow. All right, so anything else real
Nah,
quick?
man, I'm good.
Special question.
Killing Tyme Podcast is the first time here. I got 2 questions for you. Give me this is actually probably be a really good question for you. I think you really like this one. Fictional death and a real life death that you would take back. So, fictional, obviously, book, movie, stuff like that. And being a movie buff.
You put me on the spot. Like I got to
That's what
think
I'm gonna
about. Okay, real life one. I'm gonna go with Kobe. Right. I'm not a big sports person, but I think it was a tragedy.
Yeah.
Not just as an icon, but like just in together. I think that
That's 2 Kobe's in a row.
That is 2 Kobe's in a row.
That's 2 Kobe's in a row.
Again, not a huge sports guy, but I think that was a big thing. And also I kind of felt a little heartfelt because like he's a Catholic as I am Catholic, and so he also went to church right after, and I felt like it was heartbreaking in a way, but also in a positive way. Like going after church is like one of the better times if you're gonna go.
Yeah,
definitely.
So fictional. Let's just go with comic books off the top of my head. Let's just go with Tony Stark.
Oh, damn.
So
That is 2 in a row. Well, no, because he didn't do Tony.
He didn't do Tony Stark.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just feel like
Well, he did do Iron Man. He did say Iron Man.
Did he?
I think he did say Iron Man. I don't know. I know I didn't say Iron Man, so yeah.
We definitely had Iron Man.
I think, like, obviously in Endgame, his death has meaning and all that stuff, and it builds in. But like, I think he just has a little bit more to play the character a little bit more. And if I'm going to be honest with the MCU, how it is right now, like they're in a soft reboot. Like, there's no one like leading up the Avengers. Like,
No.
There's no main character.
There's no main character to bring them all together.
They've only got what, 1 movie out? 2?
No, a couple. Well, as far as what MCU?
No, the new one. So no, the first one was.
Well, they have
Spider-Man.
Well, no,
Shang-Chi,
Shang-Chi,
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man,
Eternals.
Doctor Strange is coming out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just like
they're ramping up.
Like
But,
you're saying, they don't have like somebody like toting the flag.
Yeah,
yet.
Okay.
in regards to the Avengers lineup.
Tony Stark was that guy to hold everything down. I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Okay.
So, I mean, with the next movie in the Multiverse of Madness, anything can happen. But like,
Oh, that's gonna be so great.
yeah,
It's gonna be so
I'm
great.
purposely not watching any trailers.
That's good.
Anything that I look at online, and they're like, "Oh, this." I'm like, "Whoop, skip."
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not looking at
When is it?
anything.
I'm waiting for Morbius. That's gonna be good.
that's good.
That's
too.
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
see
good
that.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next
And then
one.
time. Would you go back in time, pause time, or go forward in time?
Ooh, could I go back? Like back to if I go to the past or go to the future? Am I coming back or am I staying there?
No, you're staying there.
Oh, dang,
Yeah.
yeah.
man.
It's not like Back to the Future. You can go back and then come back. No, you like poke your head in and come back. No, you're there.
Oh man. I think I'll go with the future.
Okay. Why?
Because I think if I'm in, and it's going to be way in the future, and I would like to see where things go, and at least I can have an idea. Like, okay, I can separate my family has been passed away for a long time. Versus if I'm in the past, I feel like I know my parents or my family or whoever, my sister and all this stuff. I know that they're still coming, you know, and like it feels a lot more attachment type thing. Versus if I'm in the future, I know that they're gone type thing.
I got you.
So
Okay. All right.
That's
Cool.
deep. That's deep.
Yeah, man, I love
That's an interesting perspective.
Okay. So we good with the interview? We good?
Yeah.
Okay. Time to get into our shiznit. All right. I think this Mitch brought up a good topic, and it might be our real combo of the day. Race, gender, swapping characters in movies. When does it work and when doesn't it work? You brought this up to us, so go ahead and give us some background on this.
Yeah, so I went in a conversation just with friends about this, and originally, if I were to be someone like 5 years ago, I would probably like stay true to content. Like any deviation is not good type thing. But I think I'm starting to open up and be like, if it works, it kind of works type thing. And sometimes it doesn't work and it's not appropriate, whatever. But like let's go with like a Jason Momoa, right? Aquaman, right? I think he fits the character,
Okay.
and I like his character of Aquaman and Arthur Curry, and they also bring this attribute of like Polynesian into it, and he builds that into his own character, right?
Right.
So in that ways, I like this, I think it works. Another good example, or kind of like debatable, is like if you watch Titans on HBO Max.
Yeah, DC. Yeah.
So they changed Beast Boy, so he's Ryan Potter, he's Asian, and then Starfire is black.
Yep.
Right? But in that instance, again, I didn't really care too much for Beast Boy being Asian, so it just kind of like it's okay. I like his rendition of it.
Yeah.
With Starfire, at least they're making her whole planet black. You know.
Okay.
It's not just her in like her whole race, and she's an alien, so like that's a free for all, and you know like.
Yeah.
Who's to say like Krypton can be this race or whatever because they're alien? So it doesn't
matter.
It doesn't really matter. My problem is when they do things if on like AMC, they take Anne Boleyn, who is an English queen, I think married to King Henry the VII. I forgot. Don't quote me on this one, but she's a real life character, and they race swapped her for someone who's African American black.
Okay.
So
you mean like Cleopatra being cast as Elizabeth Taylor?
Kind of,
as
yeah.
a white woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for that, I feel like since this person was alive, even though you're making your own world, I guess, or your fictional interpretation,
Yeah.
like this person was alive. So why are you gonna reinterpret her as someone who's African American in England 1500s?
Is your problem the fictional part of it, or is it like this is a real life person that we know wasn't black? Like we know she wasn't black.
Yeah, I think
because I get that part of it.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I get that part of it.
I think when it comes down to it, it's like, one, what's your intentions about doing this, right? And does it actually translate? Like I said with Aquaman, it translates well. You know, if it didn't,
But it's
maybe
also
not.
but it's also like you said, it's a fictional character.
Yeah.
So like
No, that's a real life character.
Well, Aquaman?
Though. No, not Aquaman.
No,
I'm talking about
I'm
the
thinking
queen.
of Aquaman, like you're saying.
okay.
I'm thinking of Aquaman. Aquaman's a fictional character. Like when these fictional books come out, people get so pissed off when the movie comes out if this person's not like described in the book.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking about at first. Is like stick to the script basically.
Yes.
Like if it's in the book, it needs to be in the movie.
Well, like the TV show Jack Reacher. I don't know if y'all the TV show. Okay. Well, I guess these were books.
Yeah,
And people were pissed off when the movies were made that Tom Cruise was cast because the guy in the movies is said to have arms like tree trunks.
Like a big dude. Yeah,
Like he's like 6. He's in the books. He's a mountain of a man.
Yeah.
And then you cast Tom Cruise, who's 5'5".
shorter than me. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they were pissed off. But in the reboot of the TV show, this guy is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is 6'5", 6'6".
So they're not sticking to the same style of guy.
Well, in the book, they are from the book to the TV show. They were.
But not
But
in
from
the
the
movie.
book to the movie, they were not, and people
right.
were pissed about that. I feel that real characters, historical characters, you should be portrayed in what you are.
Yeah.
If it's a black guy, white guy, Filipino guy, Mexican guy, be portrayed in who they actually were.
Yeah.
There's too many actors and actresses who are talented enough to play these roles.
Absolutely.
Where you don't have to switch it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my take.
Do you think like when they do that, when they do switch it, or even the fictional part of it, do you feel like it's a little bit of pandering in a sense?
Oh yeah. I think like let's say you go to the Ghostbusters female remake, right? Like I think that was just a like I think it was very gimmicky, you know, like same thing with Ocean's 8 when they did all the female cast. I think it was kind of like a like I was saying, what's your intentions here? Are you trying to empower women, or are you just trying to do like a gimmick just to like, okay, we're just gonna do this just so like it's like a new female version, you know? So I think that's where my problem is. Like, are you just doing this just to do it, or like, are you actually? Is there
a reason behind it?
Yeah.
Because I guess to that point, like they did a whole, I guess, scene in Endgame with all women when all the girls were fighting. That didn't feel like pandering. That was like you just said. That's a scene where you're empowering women in a sense. But when you make movies that are just we're gonna have a all female cast, like seems a little bit much.
Well, in ways it works. I mean, in ways it worked. I was gonna bring up a horrible example,
What?
But Charlie's Angels, but Charlie's Angels was originally a female TV show.
mean, it's all women,
it's
yeah.
all. But I'm saying it started as a woman TV show and it continued as a TV show. That's why I said it was a horrible example. Now,
What if they made a male version of Charlie's Angels?
I'll be pissed.
Charlene's Angels.
Yeah, exactly. Charlene's Angels.
Charlene is Charlie. You
Episode
know.
name.
Yeah, Charlene.
Charlene's Angels. I like that. Would you be pissed if they made a black 007?
So I know there's talks about like Idris Elba out it as it. You know, I think more to me, he needs to be British. Right?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't. If you're gonna cast an American, I think I would take more issue with that than having someone who's black play him. I would actually take more issue if a female took on 007.
Well, they did in this last movie.
They did.
Well, she took on
The 007
the
persona, the code name.
Yeah,
Yes.
her call sign.
Yeah.
007, but her name was not James Bond.
No, it was not.
So I would take issue if they did like Jamie Bond. You know, like
Okay.
this is someone who's having the
got you.
same
Yeah.
character archetype, but we're changing the person.
To Jamie
right?
Bond.
I get
Okay.
that. Yeah.
But if they made James Bond black, I don't think people would have an issue with that.
English would.
Maybe the English. I don't know.
English would.
Definitely.
I think for me, you have to still take at least some of the character to truth, right?
Yes, I totally agree.
Very spy, very person who womanizer, even
Yeah, yeah.
you know, someone who drinks martinis,
Martinis,
whatever,
Shaking, not stirred.
right? So I think there's levels in which you have to somewhat, like I said, stay true to the source material,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So
I like the fact that you said as long as he's British, I think it's fair game though, because that actually would make a lot of sense though. But Daniel Craig British?
He's definitely
yeah.
British. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So speaking of that, I'm kind of a tangent. Do you have a problem with these British actors coming over here doing I ain't gonna say taking our roles, but you know, like the guy from Snowfall, he's British.
I mean, there's a lot of them. I mean,
The guy from Get Out.
Tom Holland,
Andrew Garfield.
Yes.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield.
I mean, are there issues with that?
Not for me. No.
Yeah.
No, not for
I don't
me,
think
no.
so.
Okay. All right. Just a question. Okay. Anything on this? Anything else?
No, I mean it's a good conversation. I mean, even I think even when you go into like the question about switching gender roles in movies, I think that's probably the one that's probably more.
Thank you.
I think that's the one that's more
Controversial.
controversial. Exactly. Yeah.
So, like on that topic, when they changed, so the ancient one on Doctor Strange, I think
Okay.
that's a good example.
Uh-huh.
So the ancient one is supposed to be a character type of like Fu Manchu
Yep.
type of thing, and so they did Tilda Swinton, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, I'm kind of in between. I think she did a good rendition of that version of creating a new character, and they did like a background. She's Celtic or whatever,
Right.
And I guess they explained it well for me.
Because they said it changes over the years or something
Yeah.
like that, right? And
Yeah. But at the same time, this is years before we got Shang-Chi, like why I think it was a missed opportunity to cast an Asian. You don't have to do a stereotypical like, oh, like I can speak in Asian,
Right,
whatever.
right.
But I think if you gave it, I don't know. It's one of those things. To me, I guess I give it a pass because like I said, it translates.
It works.
Well.
Yeah,
It works.
Yeah.
So do y'all have a problem when a non-gay person plays a gay role in movies?
I think that's more often the case.
I think it is too. Yeah.
I have something against. I have something against that.
Okay.
I think that there's plenty of gay actors and actresses out there who are good enough to play these roles. Why not cast them in those? Why aren't they getting those roles?
Sure.
That's my issue.
I get that, but at the same time, I'm like,
I'm just saying there's plenty of good gay actors and actresses.
yeah, but
out.
that's like saying like when somebody plays somebody that's mentally, retarded or something. Oh, we should have them play that role. I mean, that may be a drastic. That may be a reach.
I see what you're saying.
From what I'm
it's
saying,
a little bit of a reach, but I see what you're saying.
but I mean, I don't
Like
think that.
at what point, like say on that same note, like if we're casting someone who's Japanese, do you actually have to cast someone who's Japanese,
Okay.
or they can be Chinese? And
So
what you're
that
gonna say,
part.
like
Okay.
all Asians the same? Like
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
there's a
All right, I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Anything else?
No,
All right, what we got next? Russia's in, first off, prayers up for the Ukraine. First off, yeah, that's prayers up to Ukraine. Shit is crazy. Putin is a horrible human being.
Dude is funny.
Huh? He's funny.
That dude's fucking funny.
Why is he funny?
He's just fucking funny. Like he's almost to the point where, you know, like when people get mad or crazy, they just start doing like stupid shit.
Yeah.
And then at some point you're like, yo, like it's almost comical how crazy this person
Yeah.
is. That's what I mean. Like,
Okay.
like, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's funny. Like, he's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like, literally, he's fucking nuts.
He's playing the character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I mean. Like, are you? Yeah.
So do y'all see a draft coming back?
Absolutely not.
I actually wanted to do a video on this,
Yeah.
talking about what's going on, you know. So, you know, when it comes to all this, if it's being isolated in Ukraine, I
Yeah.
don't think so. But
Right.
if this is becoming escalated to the point where we're seeing something in the Pacific Theater,
If it's another world war, definitely a draft coming back.
Yeah.
If it goes to another world war.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
And then calling my fat ass back in.
Not
Huh?
not everybody.
Shit.
What is it? 18 to 60?
I think something like that. I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm not officially retired until 10 years after my official retirement.
Oh, damn, son.
Yes,
Damn, son.
I'm only like 5 years in,
Damn.
4 years in. So
Damn, son.
they can call my ass back right now.
what's crazy is, like, imagine, like, I think we were talking about this over chat, like, having these influencers,
Yes,
like these
that was my next
Gen
one, yes.
Z, going, like, imagine them being drafted. Like,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
like,
No,
what
that
are
shit
they
wouldn't
gonna
work.
even, like? They complain about, like, Chipotle like charging extra guac.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
are
That's
y'all
just
gonna
not
be
gonna work.
serious?
Yeah.
Like,
You out there trying to fight somebody.
These
Yeah.
keyboard warriors are hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Keyboard warriors are freaking hilarious. Now listen, you got people in the military, actual military, who don't want to fight.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit. You think these keyboard warriors gonna actually going to go fight?
No.
They can't even make it through boot camp, dog.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not. Not
Hey
only
man,
that,
give me your phone.
not only that, but there's
I need my safe space.
I need my
Like,
sit. But there's like levels that lead up to, I guess, war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's things that lead up to it. So just imagine like the weeks before all of this stuff happened. So you live in Ukraine and they know this is happening. They know this is about to
Pop off.
to happen. So, you know, their government is telling them to do this and prepare for this and this and that. Like just imagine if we walk outside and all of a sudden you hear an air raid siren. No, you hear an air raid siren go off. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like that's some scary
Yeah,
ass
it's scary
shit.
as hell.
That's some scary ass shit. So
Well, damn, Biden figured it out early though. That's what this one thing I will say about, because he pulled out the embassy like 10 days
yeah.
before everything started. He was like, "Y'all get your asses out of
yo,
here,"
come on, yeah.
because he wasn't the Benghazi on his hands. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keeping them people. No, it's real.
No, yeah,
it's
yeah.
real.
I agree.
You know, but these keyboard warriors, man. Back into our topic, these keyboard warriors are hilarious to me. Like y'all ain't gonna really be out there and do shit. And shout out to what is he, the president of Ukraine?
Yeah.
Yo, that dude's raw. The Klitschko brothers.
Do you think he's really doing something though? Think about it though.
I think so.
I get it. Like I kind of feel like
He said we need ammunition, not a ride.
I kind of
Yeah.
feel like that was probably maybe more of a, I guess, photo op publicity stunt
Okay.
type of deal. There's no way the president of Ukraine is actually out there fighting. There's no way.
I don't know.
I would agree. You know, I think this is more morale.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
right.
That's what I mean.
I'm
yeah.
not saying he's going to be in the front lines, but at least he's showing
I'm sure
effort. That
I'm
you're
sure
with
he's
the
out
people.
there. I'm sure he's
you
out
know?
there. He may not be on the front lines like you said, but I'm sure he's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Right.
and you know, I think, and that's what goes into. We're seeing a different type of war here.
Yeah.
And we're seeing propaganda. Propaganda meaning like even the ghost of Kiev and
Yes.
like miss Ukraine.
Yeah.
Saying like, oh hey, I'll go back in war. You know, like what
You're
is
like,
you like?
come
What
on.
you Mockingjay? You Katniss
Yeah,
Everdeen?
exactly.
Like you
Katniss
just come from the
Everdeen now.
you just come from the pageant and now you're gonna fight. Like
the wife showed me that
You the
picture. I started
Mockingjay
cracking
now?
up.
That's
She's
funny.
like, did she just take these? I said, it's probably a couple years old. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
The photos?
current.
But-
The photos,
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
we're in a different war in which this is psychological in a sense. Like
Well, this is
building, like just
This is
building
the first,
morale.
like, when you think about it, the first social media war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The last big conflict we had, the social media wasn't as prevalent as it is now.
Yeah.
So this is the big social media war where you can send psyops through social media now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so it's just wild.
And
man.
I'm also learning, like, even the Ukrainians, which is big up on them, like those who decided to stay behind, like, are willing to fight. That's
And
cool.
fight, yeah.
And like they're building like Molotov cocktails and all that stuff. And so like I'm learning that they're even spray painting street signs.
Yeah.
So that it could deter the Russians who don't know the area. You know.
Yeah.
So like we're seeing a different type of warfare.
And then I was hearing that a lot of the Russian troops didn't even know what they were going there for.
yeah, I heard the same.
Yeah.
Like they were just said, you're just going there as a show of force.
Yeah.
They didn't know they were going
To
there
actually to fight.
to fight and go to war.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, that we hear reporting or have
Throwing their
surrendered.
shit down.
Yeah, they surrendered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um,
And again, that goes to show like social media. Like
yeah.
it's one thing that you know, even let's say 20 years ago with 9/11, like we can hype this propaganda like, oh, weapons of mass destruction, like we bought into it type of thing, whatever, or not. But the fact that we can go into a different country and go into it and but now we have phones that be like, oh, you can kind of question what's going on.
What's going on? You can see.
You know,
Yeah.
Yep.
like the fact that you can see other countries like, and then Russians are like, are we the baddies?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like,
Yes.
So
It's right there
Yeah.
at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying?
And then not only that, I know it's just a small thing, but I really feel like the sanctions that Russia are getting hit with, they're just gonna fuck them up.
yeah,
Like that's
this,
just gonna fuck them up
this
bad.
Swift thing really is gonna mess them up.
I think that's a Swift, and then not just. I think like because there's a lot of rich Russians
Yes,
out there.
the
There's
oligarchs.
a lot of rich. So now that they can't actually make money or do transactions like internationally,
I'm telling you,
like
it's
yo,
crazy.
like that shit is fucking
Well,
crazy.
they said the ruble dropped 25%. At one point, it was down 40%. It's down to 25%.
I kind of
Half of their assets are frozen. Of their reserve, their war reserve is frozen.
like they
it's
can't do
crazy.
shit. Like
Yeah.
so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a Russian mafia, right?
Yeah.
Russian mob
Yeah,
ish.
they can't buy tracksuits right now. So.
No.
Adidas like, damn, we lost our number one buyer.
I'm sorry.
They can't buy tracksuits. I kind of feel like they gonna take Putin out for them
They might.
for
You
Ukraine.
fucking with their money.
Yeah, like bro, like you fucked our shit
Like, hey,
up.
we ain't signed
You
up for
gotta
this.
go. Yeah,
We ain't signed up for all
we
this.
didn't sign up for this.
You know what I'm saying? You losing all this damn money. Ain't signed up for this shit.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on this? No. Love it. Yes, son. The ruble is what? 1 Russian ruble equals
Negative.
point zero point
Not even half a penny.
$96 right now. The ruble. It's crazy. Thank you, son. My son is in the background over here. My technical advisor. Love is Blind. Have you watched Love is Blind?
I have not.
You have not. Do you know what it is? You know the concept?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you well, obviously you do. You watch television
Yeah.
shows like that. What Netflix stuff like that?
I watch Netflix, but I'm guessing this is a reality show.
That's what I was gonna ask.
like,
Do you watch reality shows?
I stay away from it.
So you don't do reviews on reality shows?
No.
You would love this one.
Oh man,
You would love
You
this
might have to get into that. You might have to
So-
get into that. Like seriously. Like,
There's 10. That's just I don't know how many, but just like let's say it's 10 girls, 10 guys.
Sure.
They're in there for 6 weeks. I think.
no. Yeah.
No. I forget how long
I
they're in
think
there.
that's yeah.
Couple weeks. Let's say a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Call it a month. Yeah.
They're dating,
Yeah.
but they never see each other.
Yeah.
You're in this box
Yeah.
and you're talking to the person in another
Basically,
box.
a room like this.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
in a room like
And
this,
there's another person in the room
and they're
over
on the
here.
other
Sure.
side.
And you guys are talking, getting to know each other through this wall.
Yeah.
And when you decide this person is the one, you can ask this person to marry you.
You propose to
You
the person.
propose to this person
without seeing them.
without seeing them.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds hilarious, right?
Yeah, without seeing
See,
them.
this is why you got to do it.
And then
You should do it.
you say yay or nay, and then you get to meet each other.
All right.
And they kind of propose again, don't they? Some do, some don't.
They do just kind of make it official, and then
Yeah.
they actually have to go through the actual wedding.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
I think that's the other couple. It's like it's another 6 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks later.
but yeah. So and at the end of this, you go to a wedding, and then you decide at the altar, is love really blind?
yes or no?
Yes or no.
Which I have a big problem with this.
Okay, but
I have a big problem.
Hold on. So you decided the altar is love. If love
Yeah,
is really
yeah.
is blind, so you get to say, "Yep, we're gonna get married," or "No, I'm not gonna get married."
Yeah.
And-
Dramatic. Got it.
Yes, but it's just hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
So my problem is in I know you haven't watched it, Corey. You watched the last episode.
Yeah, I've seen everything.
Okay. So my problem is for the people, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, but spoiler alert. The people that said no, why did you wait until you got to the altar to say no?
Yes.
Like, I get it, it's a television show, and maybe that's why they did it.
Know, some might not know until they get up there.
No, there's at least like
Two.
there's at least like two of them.
Deepty knew.
She knew
Deepty knew.
that wasn't it.
She knew.
She knew that wasn't it.
Yeah.
And
I think Mallory knew.
But Mallory didn't say no. The dude said no.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. And then the other dude, I can't remember her name.
Who? Oh, the crack dude. The dude on crack.
Yeah, I was about to say the tweaker. I was going to say the tweaker.
The drug addict.
Yeah. He's definitely a tweaker.
Yeah.
100% he's a tweaker.
You think she knew?
I just didn't think that shit was going to work from jump.
Oh, it did. It
I
wasn't.
didn't think that shit
This
was
guy
going to
was
work
on.
from
This
jump.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, but
she was a great girl, but they were just two different personalities.
they definitely were. And I don't
Yeah.
know why she was trying so hard.
Right.
I don't know why she was trying so hard. But yes, I don't. That part is what I have a problem with. Is like, why wait until you get like
Playing a game, man.
no like you said we're DT or whatever DT. So that wedding itself,
Was fire.
that was a lot of shit that they did.
Oh my!
a lot.
It looked like a fun ass wedding.
Yes.
It was-
so
they're Indian.
they're
Okay.
Indian. So they're doing Indian culture.
The
They're
music
doing
and
all
the
kinds of
drums,
shit.
like,
It's
shit
like
was
a
great.
fucking party.
And,
you know what I mean?
And she looked great, by the way.
She did.
She looked great.
She did. And then to get up there and just be like, nah,
I'm good.
I'm not gonna marry you.
Well, she chose. But
What?
But she
you
said.
went through makeup. You got dressed up for.
She
you did
said.
all
She
of
said, "I'm
this
choosing
shit?
me."
But why do all of that? Why do all of that? Why not just be like?
Because as Mitch just said, the dramatics.
That's
We're not
that's
tuning
why
in.
you watch the show.
So,
Yeah.
there was one instance. There was one couple where the girl, I forget her, Shayna.
What is it? Season 1? Because
No,
I didn't watch. I didn't watch
episode.
season 1.
No,
Okay.
this season. The girl who was worried about the dude who was an atheist and he was dating the girl.
She wanted the tweaker dude.
She wanted the tweaker dude. Yes,
She wanted him.
She was very heavily into church.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who proposed to her, she said yes to, but she said, "I'm telling you right now, if you don't change your mind about church, we're not working."
So after they say yes, and then you meet, then you actually go onto the real world for
Yeah.
a couple weeks, like however long, and then you actually get to go to. It's not like they get
Yeah.
married like the next day or anything.
Yeah.
You meet
like
the
that.
fam. You get to meet the family.
Yeah, like you actually get to live
Yeah.
together for a couple weeks
Right.
or whatever until you actually have to get married.
yeah.
So like Corey's saying is like, yeah, like she finds out like this dude's an atheist and she's like,
Well,
even though-
she knew in the pods.
but still said yes.
Yeah, but still said yes.
Yeah,
because she
yeah.
thought she could change them.
And
Yeah.
then it was just something that was
She was
eating
like-
at her or whatever.
Yeah, she's
and then
like, nah, homie, this ain't it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, if you can't change your mind about God, we can't
Yeah.
be together. And he wouldn't. So she was like,
Peace out, deuces.
yeah,
Yeah.
good for her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Good for
Yeah.
her. All right. Enough. Can you do love? Did you do something like this?
It just feels so foreign to me. So I wouldn't want to do anything like that.
No?
I couldn't put myself in.
Okay.
Are you the
situation.
type of person to take risks, I guess, in a sense? Like maybe not love is blind, but would you do something and just be like, you know what? Fuck it.
I don't think so. I'm naturally I'm a very
Calculated person?
very reserved in my ways, and so I don't think I would venture out too well. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
All right.
Fuck it. I'm
would do
doing
it?
it. I'm
You would
doing
do
it.
it?
I'll do it.
The only reason why I would be scared to do it is because I feel like I'm a very likable person.
Not really.
And then
I'm sorry.
and then I feel like no matter who's on the other side of the wall, they're gonna be like,
He's a great guy.
yeah, I love him. I love that guy.
Are you that cocky about yourself?
I'm not that cocky.
You
but
are.
I'm,
You just said
I just know the type of person that I am. I feel like I'm a very personable guy.
You're a very charismatic guy.
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
Listen here, Billy fucking D.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
I think I can do the show. But yeah, I definitely can do it. And I kind of feel the same way about me. Like, people are going to fall in love. Like, she's going to fall in love. Like, I'm just going to be talking my shit. They're going to fall in love.
I seen a thing on Instagram. I want to say who posted it, but and this is completely off topic, but would you marry yourself?
No. No. I'm a lot to deal with.
So that's what I mean by personable. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like people see a lot of themselves in me, but
Would you marry yourself?
that's not true. Yeah.
Likewise.
You marry yourself?
I mean, like the attributes. I want someone who is very practices her faith, someone who's funny, someone who like has the same interests as me.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm a cool ass dude.
I'm a cool ass guy, but I'm a lot to deal with. I'm a lot to deal with. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a lot to deal with. Shit. My wife will tell you that motherfucker. Shit. But nah, all right. Real quick, Mitch, I know you're not into sports, but we're gonna do our sports take real quick.
No sports at all. Even from Cali.
I was never.
you
I did
born?
sports. I was actually born in Canada. My family's from the Philippines. They immigrated to Canada first.
Okay.
And then so that's where me and my sister were born, and then we
How did
moved
that
to.
happen? That's a question.
I'll go into it. And so after Canada, my family moved to California, pretty much raised in San Fernando Valley, 818 area, if you're familiar, SoCal. And so I pretty much raised there my whole entire life and then naturalized and then went to do the military.
Your family immigrated from the Philippines to Canada.
Yeah.
though.
So really.
That's what I'm saying. That's a big jump. They didn't come to the United States. They went to Canada.
So I mean, other than the U.S., that's another good place where Filipinos have immigrated to.
Oh, okay.
So there's a good sizable Filipinos in Canada. So.
How long did you live in Canada?
Oh, I was only there I left there when I was 2, so I don't remember none of it. Right.
Okay.
Have you been back?
A few times when I was, I don't know, sometime in elementary, and then I think back in 2008 or something.
Yeah.
Just visiting.
Do you still have family out there?
Nah.
I want to go to Canada.
That's why I'm asking.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I want to go to Canada.
Yeah,
I'm just curious to know if
We should go to Vancouver.
I lived in Alaska for 5 years, so
for sure.
so I would imagine that Canada's probably a lot like Alaska.
I would say
Not
the same.
really. Depending on what part of Canada you in. It
mean,
ain't all cold.
I mean, it's a lot of snow and it's cold, right?
Not all over Canada, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Toronto gets a lot of. I know Toronto gets snow, but always. Does it always snow in Alaska?
Not always, no.
It's always cold.
It was shit. I don't remember. I don't remember grass.
How long does the sun stay up?
Depends.
Give me the most the sun's been up while you was there.
24 hours. God damn. Like literally 24 hours.
That's one thing I hate about Japan.
Literally
The
24
sun
hours.
coming up at 5 a.m. in Japan.
No.
Like,
Like literally 24 hours. I remember one time, like, bro,
so you really need the blackout curtains.
like, bro, it was 24 hours. Like, seriously, it was one time. It was probably 8, 9 o'clock, and the sun was out. Like, it was noon.
What?
And my mom was like, "Go outside and play." I'm like,
It's midnight.
"It's 8 o'clock. What are you talking about?" She's like, "No, go outside." And the sun is up, like up.
8 p.m.
Bro, yes.
It's a bedtime.
Yeah,
Mom.
no, the sun is out. The sun is out. I'm like, what is going on right now?
I hate this place. I can never sleep.
And I only remember that one time, and then like the most of the time it was like dark like this. Like, bro, we wake up and go to school, it's dark outside. Come home, it's dark outside. Go home, like literally, it's dark. Like,
Fucking
you remember 30
science.
Days and Nights?
Yeah.
Yeah, that literally
So
like that.
the only way I knew about this happens in Alaska was a Robin Williams movie where he played like a serial killer or some shit, and he had to go to like he was in Alaska or something like that. It was crazy. Anyway.
And then just another off-topic conversation. We're watching the Olympics.
Yep.
Me and my girlfriend were eating sushi or some shit like that, and we're watching the Olympics on TV, and they're doing the cross-country skiing. I'm like, I used to have to do that in PE
Are you
when I
serious?
lived in Alaska.
Are you kidding me?
We had to do cross-country skiing in PE when I was in school. Yeah. We went around the whole school doing yeah, exactly, just like that. Yeah.
See, that's one thing about Masala. I mean, we had to
Just
deal
like
with
that.
snow, but none of
Yes.
that. Like
It snowed from October till maybe April. Out there, like, yeah, bruh.
Yeah.
I got there like April 1st, and it was snowing. I was like, okay, this is a great April Fool's Day joke. Like,
This is funny.
Yeah,
This is funny.
Yeah. All right. Why does the Lakers suck?
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Fuck the Lakers right now.
really don't know.
I'm gonna shut up.
I really like what we've been saying like all year is that, you know, they're just saving themselves for the playoffs. When the playoffs
No.
comes, they'll do better.
No.
But they're actually not good.
They're not good.
They're not
a good
not
team.
a good team.
I can play for the Lakers right now. That's how sad they suck. And I suck. And I suck.
It gets you a 10-day.
You know, come on. pay for this pool real quick. So basketball to me is officially in full motion. All-Star game's over. Like, now's the push.
Have you been watching game? Well, yeah, you did because you texted us the other night.
Yeah, I watched the Warriors Mavericks game.
I haven't watched any game.
Oh my God, that was a great game.
I haven't watched it.
Warriors gave up a 20-point
Zero
lead.
basketball. Zero.
Now's the time, brother. So give me your picks real quick. Give me your picks for the season to championship now.
I told you I haven't been watching anything. I mean, if I had to guess, and just off of social media and maybe, you know, everything that I've been hearing, I'm gonna go Warriors and Sixers in the finals.
You took my pick. I'm serious. You took my pick.
I'm gonna go
Warriors and Sixers, because that's my next topic. Is James Harden and Embiid look great together?
Okay.
Like, they need to take prom pictures. Like, that's how
They take prom pictures.
Yeah, that's how good they look together. They look awesome together.
Well, James Harden makes everybody. James Harden is my favorite and non-favorite guy that
Yes.
in the NBA. Yeah. I like James Harden because he's of how good he is, but I also hate him because of how good he is.
I get you.
And it's not that he's good. It's just he knows how to work the system.
Yes.
Basically, you know what I mean. Like he knows how to get fouls. He knows
Right.
how to get to the line. He knows how to get in and out. Like he's not LeBron,
Right.
but he just knows how to do his thing out there,
working
and
it out.
it's
Yeah, I
so
love it.
irritating.
I know.
So irritating.
That's all I got, man. You got anybody else got anything?
real quick, do you guys watch the Olympics or no?
Yes, I love the Olympics.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love it. You watched the Winter Olympics?
I tried to whatever YouTube clips there were.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw a little figure skating, saw a little bit of the half pipe
Yeah.
snowboarding. So yeah,
Shaun White's last year, man. That was sad.
yeah.
I didn't see
yeah.
any of it just from when we were in the restaurant
Yeah.
or whatever. And sometimes they like early in the morning if it's on TV or
Right.
something like that.
But no, I love the Olympics, man. Like I'm a big. So funny story. We were in St. Pete. Where's Carlson live? St. Pete. St. Pete, Florida. My brother's little brother. Where we took my son out there. It's funny. Me and Broderick are best friends now. Broderick's little brother and my son are best friends now. It's weird. It's great too. So we took him out there to go hang out with his little brother, Broderick's little brother. One of the parents of his crew that play games together, they have an Olympic party every year. Like every time the Olympics come on, they have a big party.
All right.
Which was great. Like,
Really?
Yeah, and they had like
Why?
because the wife is a big Olympics fan.
Was she in the Olympics?
No.
Was she like, oh.
She just loves the Olympics, and they have food themed from different countries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
cool.
saying, of the Olympics. Yeah, it was really cool. It was really good time. Really good time.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was really dope. Anything else, man? That's all I got. Mitch, where can they find you?
Hey, what's up? You can find me at my name, Mitch Lozada, MITCHLOZADA. It's just my name. That's on YouTube, and that's where you can find me.
Okay.
Instagram, Hey Mitch Mitch. So HAY Mitch.
Okay. Nice, man. So the Killing Tyme Boyz will be on a hiatus for one episode? Yeah, one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we might be able to figure something out.
Yeah, we might do a little something while we on the cruise, you know what I'm saying? Drop a little something when we get back, maybe a recap of our cruise. And when we come back from the cruise, things will look a little bit different.
Are we recording on? We're not recording when we come back. Are we?
No, we're gonna record something on the cruise, and that'll be our
Okay.
recap.
'Cause we come back on Monday.
Because we come back on Monday, but things will look a little bit different. There's a couple fans who've been asking for some changes. and those changes about to be implemented. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just stand by, tune in.
We working over here.
You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for listening. Like, share, subscribe, buy a t-shirt, buy a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Mitch, take your wine.
What do you say? Say it again.
Like, share, subscribe, buy a t-shirt.
There you go.
Buy a hoodie. I couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, it's hard the
It's
first
hard,
time.
man. But hey, man, we are the Killing Tyme Boyz, and we be out. Peace.